In this video, we're going to talk about the lasso takedown. And we call it the lasso takedown because it comes from our rear lasso position. Larry, why don't you go ahead and put Tom in a rear lasso position. So here we got one arm over, one arm under. Okay? So in the lasso takedown, there's just a couple of quick, easy steps we're going to do. The first step we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we bump the hips so that it misaligns his head and his hips. For any good takedown, we got to have the head past the hips. So he's going to make this happen by putting in a good hip bump on Tom. So if you can see now, Tom's hips are forward and Tom's head is back. He's not really pulling Tom's head back as much as he's pushing Tom's hips forward. Okay, so we pop the hips. Once we pop the hips, I want you to try to hold him in the air as much as you can. Okay, he's actually going to hop back. Notice he hopped back. He didn't step back. He hopped back to create this space that we see right here. Now, the third step, what he's going to do is he's not going to pull him back, but he's actually going to push down using the bottom of his arm. He's just going to push down on Tom, forcing Tom down through that hole. And a lot of times we wind up cupping the chin with the hand. They fall right into it. Now, I know at that speed that doesn't look like much of a takedown, but we found this to actually be a very effective takedown. We use this for actually a lot of law enforcement. Let's go ahead and do it again. So run one at full speed. Good, excellent. And you notice it drops Tom about the same spot that they started. Go ahead and stand back up. What we don't do, big no-nos, is we don't just pop the hips and try to drag him backwards down. This takes up a lot more space, and we don't know that we're always going to have this much space. It's not that that's ineffective, it's just it's not as effective as we could make it. So he hits his lasso, he does the pop, he does the hop, and then he does the drop. Gets them all down. Good. Let's do it again. Lasso, pop the hips, hop your feet back, and push straight down with that arm. Good. Excellent job. So now that we understand the lasso from the basic lasso position, we've still got to be able to get to it. So one of the easiest methods we use in the beginning is just to show it off a basic arm drag. If you don't know your basic arm drag, then you need to go back and you need to watch that video. So we're just going to have Tom reach out to Larry. Okay. Larry's going to run his basic arm drag. Comes underneath. And if you watch, the arm that does the dragging also winds up on top to do the takedown. So he hugs tight, he pops the hips, hops back with the feet, and pushes straight down. Good. Come on back up. So when he runs this arm drag, okay, this arm here, the one that's doing the dragging, you watch it rolls up and winds up on the top. Okay, let's do that from the other side. Okay. So the one that does the dragging, it winds up rolling up onto the shoulder. He reaches and grabs, pops the hips, hops the feet, and drops his partner. Good. All right, let's do that a few more times, a little bit more speed, guys. And once we understand this, then Tom can randomly feed either arm. Pops the hips, pops the feet, drops back. Good. One more time. Nice, guys. Now that you have it from the arm drag, we're going to take it also from the chest pummel with the duck under. If you don't know your chest pummel and your duck under, make sure you go back and you watch those videos. So they're just going to go ahead and start the chest pummel. And during this time, Larry's going to find an opportunity to hit his duck under. Hits his duck under, throws the arm over top. Now he has a hold, and he just runs his normal lasso. He pops the hips, hops the feet, and pushes them down. Good. Come on back up. Now, you could do this with the arm drag as well, but these guys are just going to go ahead and they're going to go back and forth. Okay, just using the duck under. And this is just an easy way to train this, an easy way to warm up with it. Okay, now that you have it from your basic arm drag and you have it from pummel to duck under, now we're just gonna go back to our chest pummel and we're gonna add the arm drag method into the chest pummel. So they're chest pummeling, and in the midst of chest pummeling, Larry's gonna find his arm drag and then run his lasso takedown. Good. And then they can run this back and forth. Nice, one more. Let me make sure you accentuate popping the hips. Good, get the hop, drag it on. Good job, guys. Okay, so now that you guys have it from arm drag, from chest pummel and duck under, and you guys know all your clinching, I just want you guys to put your clinches together, okay? Just kind of play a free clinch game, but your goal is gonna be to look for the lasso, okay? And just to make this easy for right now, we'll have look for the lasso, but we'll have you guys alternating who's going to do it. All right. And the only reason why we're going to do that is so that we don't have two guys try to go for the lasso at the same time and crack heads or something like that. All right, go ahead, guys. Nice. And you'll see here that when you start playing it out of a free clinch game, you're not going to hit everything exactly the way that you do when you isolate it in practice. But you get the feeling, you get the understandings of the principles of movement. And you're going to find your own pathways and methods of finding that lasso when you are free clinching. All right, now don't let them get it so easily now, guys. Make them work a little bit. Nice. Nice. Good job. And of course, what we're not doing right here is we're not interjecting our striking at the moment. So the motions are going to be just a little different. But you can see how your basic clinching tools all come together here.